You need to go to the store and get yourself a bivvy bag right now before other people see this video and the prices of bivvy bags skyrocket. So before I get into the first reason, you need to understand the major effort involved to make this video. First of all, I have to swim across a huge river with all this gear. Second of all, I have to carry all this gear 30 kilometers along a sand beach. All you hear is the ocean crashing. I've done the walk like 20 times, and every time it gets harder and harder because you know what you have to go through. I'm in the middle of nowhere, guys. This is the frontier, dude. No one comes here, and you are actually quite privileged to see the images that I'm about to show you. That's not all. How did I get this canoe here? Good question. I didn't bring it here, someone else did. This is even more for the effort of the video. I spent like 3 or 4 days wandering around here just seeing what's around, and I stumbled across it in the bushes. I'm going into the unknown, and that's the first point. Bivvy bags will get you to places you never thought possible. Oh. So we're gonna have to bush bash that canoe through this reeds and take it from there. Check how deep I am in this fucking stuff, bro. Snake, come here. So when you have like a tarp and tent, some kind of structure, that makes your like end of day like activities way more enjoyable, right, than a bivvy bag. There's no denying that. Like a bivvy bag, you're just going in there to sleep. You're not going in a bivvy bag to chill out. But that means you don't really chill out, and you're pushing either with your hiking, cycling, whatever it is, you're pushing the distances. If it gets dark, it doesn't matter. I know that I can just slap a bivvy anywhere. So it gives you that extra push. Can't believe I did that. Maybe the reason why there's this canoe there is like this is probably one of the primo bird watching areas in Australia, I would say, because man, that bird that I saw was absolutely massive. But I'm not bird watching. I am exploring, and it's very difficult with this. There's nowhere to land and chill, to like regroup, get the stuff out of the bags. I'd rather go back to the known. There were some areas there that I could regroup and penetrate into the bush a bit and see if there's a nice place to spend the night. If not, we head back up the river. Burning some calories today. All right. Tarp camping, tent camping. What do they have in common? Pegs and ropes and things. So if there's a missing component to that kit, it can actually put you in a pretty awful position. Whereas with bivvy bags, it's just the bag. So you can't forget components of a bag. The beauty is in the simplicity. It's probably been like 1,000 years since someone came through here. And the first interaction with a human, he gets a GoPro shoved in his face. What if you have to change the location of your camp? So you've had all the tent pegs, and you've pegged everything in. The ropes are perfect, and suddenly something happens. Whether it be weather-wise or someone comes across the campsite or something, what are you going to do? With a bivvy bag? No sweat. Pick it up and move it to the next place. No pegs, no ropes. If you need to change location due to storm or intruder, bivvy bag wins. I just wanted to reinforce that mobility of the bivvy bag is a massive selling point. In these big adventures, you need to be open to changes. Tarps and structure in general doesn't like change. Especially when you're going out into the unknown, you don't know what's going to be happening. And you need to be able to be very quickly mobile. Bang, pick up your gear and we're off to the next place. It could also be a matter of life and death too.
Another cool thing about a bivvy bag is that it adds an extra layer of warmth. Small may it be, but when it comes to the game of warmth, it's a game you don't want to lose. So you take what you can get.
The big selling point with the Bivvy bag is that it's quick and easy to set up. I can set up a hammock in under 15 minutes, bro. This Ranger guy is full of crap, bro. I'm switching this video off. Have you ever tried to set up one of those tarps or a hammock in raging gale force winds? How did that go for you? I bet you have never even tried doing that. I have, and it doesn't come out well. Oh, well, I'll just find a sheltered place. If you want to stay alive, the Bivvy bag wins hands down. Because you can quickly, boom, get straight into the bag and out of the elements. Whereas with a top, you're screwed.
Yes, it's bro.
Freedom. Wait, not without me. Wait for me. I'm so happy that the government does have these few areas. There could be a lot more of these where they just leave it, no trails, like you can't get a boat here because it's just the sea is really strong here. So the nature's just been left to itself, and that's probably why I see like massive oversized ants, massive oversized birds. There's probably all kinds of huge animals here because they've all been left alone to do their own thing. And that's sick, bro. That's like what I want, is like just to be in like that kind of like ancient nature type feeling, you know, like back in the old days when there wasn't any trails or anything. And yeah, go out and get yourself a Bivvy bag and keep living the dream. Phew. Oh, I'm just going into the mysterious mist here, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Jesus.